Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce, my name is Saptaningsih Sumarmi. I am from Universitas PGRI Yogyakarta, Indonesia. I will present my paper entitled Good Village Governor Evidence in Indonesia. Introduction. Village development is a source of development strength at the national level. If all villages can carry out development independently, the village will realize the prosperity and welfare of the community. Because the village government has a social responsibility to the community as a public servant, good governance is the most vital performance measure that the village must achieve. Good governance is closely related to all government activities to establish good communication with the community. The principle of good governance is an essential aspect in supporting local government goals and a critical factor in improving a country's economy. The concept of government image Indonesia as a government effort to restore public trust, especially after the country's economic performance degraded in 1997. It is a method of implementing solid and responsible development management consistent with the principle of democracy and market. To achieve good government and development goals, it must be accompanied by improving the performance of public service management. Poor implementation of good governance can be caused by factors originating from human resources in the village and community culture factors applied in the village. The performance of village apparatus involved in governance as a human resources factor can support the implementation of good governance. Research purpose. First, the study provides a new perspective on how community culture influence the implementation of good government at the village level. And second, using the performance of the village apparatus as a mediating variable to relate the community culture toward the implementation of good governance. Data review. Why community culture? Governance means exercising the authority to maintain order and meet the needs of the community within certain limits. It aims to guide, direct, and regulate community activity to the power of different systems and relationship to maximize the public interest. Community culture is essential for developing the kind of political participation that can produce significant and economic and social benefit for society. Culture is a system of value, belief, tradition, and practices that structure and regulate individual and group of people. Thus, culture influence individual and collective lives. Culture can be a strategy to create economic value that previously did not exist in the village, so that villager, fight official, and entrepreneur can work together to create shared ownership. The performance of the village apparatus is a measure of how well the apparatus carry out its tasks by producing positive result. Meanwhile, good governance is defined as the government ability to build an efficient, effective, and responsible public management process that is open to citizen engagement and enhance a democratic government system. Dependable management of government administration of apparatus performance, particularly conducive, responsive, and adaptive management is required to achievement good governance. Figure 1 shows a conceptual framework that describes the relationship between community culture to good village government, community culture to apparatus performance, and apparatus performance to good village governance. In addition, it was also shown the mediating effect of apparatus performance on the relationship between community culture and good village governance. Methodology in the research. First, participant is this research use 269 village apparatus. Measure of mine, 5-point Likert type scale. 1 equals strongly disagree and 5 equals strongly agree. Community culture measured by 5 items developed by Hope and Stephen. Apparatus performance measured by 6 aspects from Lin, and good governance measured by 5 principles from Graham. Data analysis, research use the partial square stochastic modeling, which is a modified analysis method commonly used in management research. Instrument testing, the validity or convergent validity and discriminant validity were tested using the reflective measurement approach, as well as the reliability of contract size indicator and internal consistency reliability. The outer loading of all items, crosswalk alpha and composite reliability are greater than 0.7 when the reset instrument is tested using the PLS algorithm. This indicates that all of the items have been confirmed valid and reliable. In the survey, 82% of the respondents were male with an average age of over 50 years and more than 15 years of experience working in sub-district office. Respondents in this study were 33% with a high school education level, 25% with diploma level, and 31% with a bachelor level of education. The result of hypothesis testing shown that community culture to apparatus performance, community culture to good village government, and apparatus performance to good village government have a positive relationship. Testing apparatus performance as a mediating variable shown that apparatus performance mediates the relationship between community culture and good village governance. The finding of this study and that community culture has positive relationship with the implementation of good village governance. Culture is an integral part of the society adaptation process. Community culture is like an operating system that can direct organizational activity and shape every member mindset, way of working, and feeling. Based on this research, community culture affect good village governance. This means that a good community culture will support the achievement of good village government. This finding is aligned with Sari et al. Research which said that culture variable affect good village governance but do not support this research from Mylor. The following finding is that the performance of the apparatus has a relationship with the implementation of good village governance and also mediated the relationship between community culture and good village governance. Nasir Mahmud and Hamson 2020 state that good apparatus performance is needed to support the implementation of good governance. In their research, Tivayani, Malur, and Shafron and Ziman found that performance has positive impact on good governance. The study has limitations, and the author proposed suggest for further research. First, good governance is measured using 5 principles developed by Graham, including legitimacy, voice, direction, responsive, accountability, and fairness. More principles has been developed to assess good governance, include 9 principles developed by UNDP, which study showed broad the research field to include countries of varied economic growth to generalize the research finding. Okay, thank you so much for listening my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.